Hurricanes are among the most powerful and destructive forces on Earth, born over warm tropical waters where the right conditions can give rise to these awe-inspiring storms. They are nature's engines, drawing energy from the heat of the ocean and the moisture in the air, growing in size and strength as they travel across vast stretches of sea. The process begins when warm, moist air rises from the ocean's surface, creating an area of low pressure beneath. As more air rushes in to fill this void, it too becomes heated and rises, setting off a powerful cycle that can quickly spiral out of control. This is the fuel that powers hurricanes, allowing them to grow into massive, swirling systems that can span hundreds of miles. These colossal storms unleash torrential rain, catastrophic flooding, and winds strong enough to tear buildings apart, threatening coastal communities worldwide. The devastation they bring can last long after the storm has passed, with homes destroyed, infrastructure damaged, and lives forever changed. Storm surges can inundate entire neighborhoods, while relentless winds and rain can leave cities without power or clean water for days or even weeks. To better understand and predict these storms, scientists use advanced technology like satellites and specialized aircraft, known as hurricane hunters, to gather vital data from inside the storm. They monitor wind speeds, pressure, temperature, and rainfall, building complex models that help forecast a hurricane's path and intensity. This information is crucial for issuing timely warnings and preparing communities for what's to come. The more we learn about hurricanes, the better we can warn those in harm's way, giving them precious time to prepare and evacuate. Emergency workers, meteorologists, and local officials all play a vital role in keeping people safe, from issuing storm warnings to helping families secure their homes and find shelter. Preparation can make the difference between life and death when a hurricane strikes. The Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June to November, is a period of heightened vigilance for millions of people. While many storms form during the peak summer months, late-season hurricanes can be especially dangerous, often intensifying rapidly and catching communities off guard. These storms remind us that the threat does not end until the season is officially over. Today, on October 30th, 2025, our focus is on Hurricane Melissa, a late-season giant that has made meteorological history. Melissa's unusual strength and unpredictable path have challenged even the most experienced forecasters, highlighting the need for constant improvement in our understanding and response to these storms. By studying Melissa's journey, scientists and communities alike gain crucial lessons for future preparedness and advances in hurricane science. Each storm teaches us more about the power of nature and the importance of readiness, helping us build safer, more resilient communities for the challenges ahead. Hurricane Melissa will be remembered for its extraordinary power, a force of nature that left an indelible mark on meteorological history. Ranking among the most intense Atlantic storms ever recorded, Melissa's ferocity was unprecedented in many ways. Its central pressure dropped to 892 millibars, tying the legendary 1935 Labor Day hurricane as the third lowest on record. This remarkable drop in pressure is a key indicator of the storm's immense strength. Only Gilbert, 1988, and Wilma, 2005, have been stronger by pressure, making Melissa a truly historic event. These comparisons highlight just how rare and powerful Melissa was. At its peak, Melissa's sustained winds reached 185 miles per hour, matching the most violent cyclones in history. Such wind speeds are capable of causing catastrophic damage, uprooting trees, and flattening buildings. Forecasts predicted this intensity with remarkable accuracy, highlighting advances in weather prediction. The ability to foresee such powerful storms is crucial for preparation and mitigation efforts. Melissa's place in history is secure, serving as a stark data point in the study of climate and storm intensity. It provides valuable insights into the behavior of such extreme weather events. For those in its path, these numbers translated into a terrifying reality, devastation on a scale that will be felt for years. Entire communities were displaced, and the rebuilding process will be long and arduous. The storm's raw power challenges our understanding of hurricane limits and provides crucial data for future forecasts. As we continue to study Melissa, we gain better tools to predict and prepare for the hurricanes of tomorrow. In the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa's direct hit on Jamaica, the island faces monumental devastation. The western parishes suffered the worst, with winds amplified by the mountains. Gusts likely exceeded 200 miles per hour, comparable to an EF5 tornado. Non-reinforced structures were obliterated, and lush landscapes stripped bare, leaving scars across the island. Torrential rain overwhelmed rivers, causing catastrophic flooding and even carving new riverbeds through communities. Search and rescue efforts are underway, but destroyed infrastructure is hampering relief. The economic impact, especially on agriculture and tourism, will be long-lasting. For Jamaicans, recovery will be a long, arduous journey. Hurricane Melissa was not just a storm, it was a nation-altering event, etched into history. After Jamaica, Hurricane Melissa struck western Cuba, briefly weakening before re-intensifying over the Florida Straits. Pinar del Rio province bore the brunt, with flattened crops and widespread flooding despite Cuba's strong civil defense. The storm's rapid double impact stretched resources and created a complex humanitarian crisis. Melissa then churned through the Bahamas, its core still dangerous despite some weakening. Torrential rain became the main threat, with rainfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour causing severe flash flooding. Total accumulations could reach up to a foot, compounding the disaster. The storm is expected to clear the island soon, but lingering winds will hamper recovery. Melissa's path left devastation and uncertainty in its wake. As Melissa leaves the Bahamas, it curves toward Bermuda, placing the island on the dangerous eastern side of the storm. Residents brace for hurricane-force gusts up to 100 miles per hour, testing Bermuda's renowned preparedness. After Bermuda, Melissa accelerates northeast, transitioning into a powerful post-tropical cyclone. Newfoundland's Avalon Peninsula is next, with strong winds and heavy rain expected, though a direct hit may be avoided. St. John's and surrounding areas should prepare for power outages and localized flooding. While not as severe as the Caribbean, the impacts will be significant. Melissa's reach is vast, affecting communities thousands of miles from its origin. The storm's journey is a reminder of the far-reaching power of hurricanes. While Melissa dominates Atlantic headlines, the U.S. faces its own active weather. A slow-moving low brings widespread rain to the southeast, while cold air damming chills the southern Appalachians. In the Pacific Northwest, a separate system delivers rain and early snow to the Cascades. The mid-Atlantic faces a slight risk of severe storms, with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes possible. Frost advisories stretch from Nebraska to Texas, signaling an early taste of winter. Gusty winds and minor coastal flooding affect the East Coast. Halloween looks mostly dry for trick-or-treaters, except in New England, the Great Lakes, and the Northwest. It's a dynamic autumn weather picture across the nation. As autumn storms rage across the landscape, forecasters are already turning their attention to the months ahead, preparing for what winter might bring. The transition from fall to winter is a critical time for meteorologists, as the atmosphere begins to shift and new patterns start to emerge. One of the most important features they monitor is the polar vortex, a vast, swirling mass of cold air high above the Arctic. The strength and stability of the polar vortex can have a profound impact on weather far to the south. When the vortex is weak, it can wobble and split, allowing frigid Arctic air to spill down into North America, Europe, and Asia, disrupting typical weather patterns. This disruption often triggers blocking patterns in the atmosphere, forcing the jet stream to buckle and meander. As a result, cold air can surge southward, delivering early blasts of winter and heavy snow to regions like the eastern United States. These sudden changes can catch communities off guard, making early preparation essential. European weather models are already hinting at a colder pattern developing by late November, suggesting that winter could arrive sooner and with more intensity than usual. These models show the potential for widespread cold snaps and increased snowfall across parts of Europe and the eastern U.S. In contrast, American models are painting a different picture, indicating the possibility of a milder December with above-average temperatures and less snow, at least in the early part of the season. This divergence in forecasts highlights the uncertainty that comes with long-range predictions. Meteorologists are carefully analyzing these conflicting signals, reviewing data from satellites, weather balloons, and computer models. While forecasts remain variable, the signal of a weakened polar vortex is significant and could tip the balance toward a more active and colder start to winter. The potential for a fast and dramatic start to winter is very real, and forecasters are watching developments closely. Communities are being urged to stay alert and prepare for the possibility of early snow and cold. After a dramatic hurricane season that brought widespread damage and disruption, the stage is set for an eventful winter. The atmosphere is primed for rapid change, and the transition from one extreme season to another can be swift. The shift from hurricanes to winter storms may happen quickly and with little warning, bringing intense weather and new challenges. As the seasons change, staying informed and prepared will be more important than ever. To understand hurricanes like Melissa, we must grasp the science of condensation and latent heat. When water vapor condenses into clouds and rain, it releases latent heat, energy absorbed from the sun during evaporation. This release powers hurricanes, fueling updrafts and lowering surface pressure at the storm's core. The cycle draws in more warm, moist air, sustaining the storm's intensity. The Coriolis effect shapes the storm's iconic spiral and fierce winds. Condensation is the key process that warms the atmosphere and drives hurricane power. It's a stunning demonstration of nature's energy transfer on a colossal scale. As October 30, 2025 ends, Hurricane Melissa's legacy is already clear. It rapidly intensified into one of the most powerful Atlantic hurricanes, devastating Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas. Now, Bermuda and Newfoundland brace for its final impacts, a testament to the storm's vast reach. Meanwhile, North America faces dynamic weather and early signs of a turbulent winter. Melissa is a case study in extreme intensification and a tragedy for those in its path. Its story is powered by the release of latent heat, turning warm ocean water into historic winds. The storm's destruction brings hard lessons and new knowledge for scientists and communities alike. Melissa's legacy will be one of recovery, resilience, and a deeper understanding of nature's power.